Hello, how you doing? James here. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna be right with you in a minute. Hope you having a good day. Good rest of the day. Well, got another interesting video. This time the women just keep revealing. There are women out there that just keep revealing themselves who they really are. Oh boy, and it gets more interesting. Let's get let's get to the video. Shout out to Black Agnostics.
Do me a favor and put a little bass in your voice. Like, be mean. Not mean for real, but mean just to please me in the moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, I need you to sound really assertive, like you mean it. Like role play a little bit. Now, don't go upside my head, but say things like, let's say you tell me to do something and I don't do it as fast. Be like, what I say? Tell me to shut the tell me to go sit my down somewhere. Like when you say something to me, pretend like you feel me? Because I be having withdrawals and I be like, he's too nice. And another thing, like I know that you like to dress nice and wear these dry fit shirts. Can you put on a black hoodie? Can you sag your pants a little bit? I know you like to smell good, but can you spray the smell of a black and mild every now and then? I just need a whiff. At least put on some gray sweats and a white tee. Some Air Maxes.
So I read an article saying rats can cause thousands of dollars in property damage.
Oh my goodness. It gets even better. It gets even better.
When y'all be sitting there talking about I cannot go 50-50 with a man, I just sit there and be quiet. Because, baby, I'll pay 50-50 any day. I'm tired of paying 100% by myself. It's too late. It's too late.
To accept that to get a good man, we are going to have to go 50-50. Some of us women need to accept that to get a good man, we are going to have to go 50-50 financially in our relationships. Ladies, I know you're mad. Stay with me, please. Please do not let this ridiculous social media narrative fool you. This narrative that men have to have it all together and have to be able to pay for your whole lifestyle, a luxury lifestyle at that, before they are worthwhile human beings. Because honestly, that mindset is trash and it's not realistic. And I'm not saying this because I can't get one of those men. Because A, very few of those men exist. B, the ones that do exist are not accessible to a lot of women. And C, at that level, those kind of men often tend to be super, super entitled, disrespectful, and really see women as commodities to be used and traded. And the reality is, a lot of men at that level are headed to jail at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point in their life. Either through the way they got the money or the way they used the money. For most men...
What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Who are you talking about? Ray Rizzo? What? Is she talking about Ray Rizzo? What? Productive black men, right? Don't fear jail or a prison because they're not doing anything. Who are you talking about? They're not doing anything illegal. They're getting paid, and whatever they do with their money, whether they invest it, buy real estate, whatever they do with their money, it's nothing illegal. Who's she talking about? They're heading to jail. The guys that they want are. And they only see women as commodities. See, by that statement, you just prove that you're saying this 50-50 stuff because you can't get those guys. And since she can't get those guys, she's just going to turn them into pookies. What a
women as commodities to be used and traded. And the reality is, a lot of men at that level are headed to jail at some point. Maybe not today, but at some point in their life. Either through the way they got the money or the way they used the money.
For what? What? The way they got the money was working. What are you talking about? She was so mad. She was so mad. Yeah, that truck driver making 6 figures is going to jail for the way he makes his money by shifting loads from one state to another state. That's commerce trafficking. That's goods trafficking. The box is being trafficked. What an idiot.
Check out this screenshot of my credit score. Just a few months ago, it was an that all changed when I found this little known loophole in the credit.
These women keep revealing themselves, man. I keep telling you. The jokes keep getting funnier and funnier. Oh my goodness. You can't make this stuff up.
What I'm realizing is that women are a special kind of stupid.
Now this is somewhat of what she's supposed to be doing on this machine. Hey, this is Raul of Please Act Right, and welcome to Modern Women Are a Special Kind of Video Part 40.
Alright, I just have to bring this up because I see it all the time and I'm just like, if you guys just had any idea how bad you're all being catfished on social media, it's not even funny anymore. It's actually embarrassing.
Why, whatever do you mean? Oh. Oh my.
Women out there, these girls out there, are using so many face apps, so many contouring apps.
Are you breaking up with me?
Yes.
Okay.
So many filters and effects to make themselves look like completely different humans that in reality they look nothing like that.
Are you breaking up with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Asking my boys for some batteries for my Rose. In case you don't know what a Rose is, it's a female arousement toy that she's supposed to insert in her you-know-what.
Hey, can I get some batteries for my Rose? Y'all got some batteries for me? What is y'all laughing at? Can I have some batteries for my Rose?
Now, I don't know what her son said because the volume was too low. But how tacky can you be to ask your sons for batteries for your Rose toy? I swear, some of these women will do anything for views.
I don't get it. If you've been with ugly bitches all your life, why the fuck are you coming to me? Please stick within your stature, because what are you doing? You are what you eat. If you've been eating orangutan all day, all your life, you are orangutan, bitch. I don't want to be with the orangutan. I don't.
Well, young lady, I hate to break it to you, but you're getting a life lesson and you don't even realize it. If the guys that you refer to as looking like orangutans are the only ones that are approaching you and the men that you find attractive aren't, what does that say about how the attractive men feel about your looks? Let that sink in.
I know this is going to sound real crazy. I know this is going to go over a lot of people's heads. But I feel like men who don't want to date women with children have issues with their own mother. Why? Because I don't understand a man who doesn't want to date women with children when you come from a mother, when you come from a woman. And I'm pretty sure your mom has children, which means you have siblings. So how do you feel about your mother?
Well, let's ask some children who are being raised by a single mom first.
Nava, why do you feel like I'm a single mother?
I mean, you pretty, but you fuss too much.
Now I guess you be a single mother too.
I ain't gonna be no single mother like mama.
What? it doesn't make any sense to me. Some will say, well, that's his choice. He can feel how he want to feel. He doesn't have to date a woman with children because he comes from a woman. This is true, but I feel like you're projecting trauma onto other people.
You see how she's not making any sense? If he doesn't date a single mom, which means he won't be around her, how can he project his traumas on her? So if he has traumas, shouldn't he stay away from a single mom?
With Fiverr Small Business Insurance,
Oh, man, he's living crazy.
so you can save.
Shouldn't he stay away from a single mom?
Because you haven't healed from whatever happened to you or however you might feel about your own family or about your own mom.
Okay, why do you think I'm a single mom?
Because you work for free.
I work for free. I work Monday through Friday, and how do you feel like I work for free?
Because you broke. Because you broke.
He said because you're broke. Exactly. And a lot of these women that you see on social media talking about the man has to pay for everything, a lot of them are single moms. And they're doing what? Begging. Why? Because they're broke trying to take care of them kids. And who do you think she's going to expect to help her financially take care of them kids?
Men who don't want to date women with children either don't like their mother or they have mom issues.
But why do you feel like I'm a single mom?
Because you don't be yourself.
How do you feel like I don't be myself?
That's not even your real hair.
I can wear a wig if I want to.
Yeah. But without a wig, you look like a grown man.
Without a wig, you like a grown man.
Go get healed. Stop projecting your trauma on other women.
Oh, really? It's just trauma, huh? Well, let's see what this young brother has to say about his mother, who is a single mom, thinks about a man who dates a single mom.
My stepfather took my mom with 3 kids.
So what do you call him?
Is he a simp?
I wouldn't call him a simp, but my mom called him a simp.
Damn.
My mom definitely called him a simp. But honest to God,
Y'all hear that?
yeah, my mom
He
did
done
call
did
him a
all
simp.
that for that woman.
Okay.
Look at his 3
Yeah,
kids, and
yeah.
she called him a
My
simp.
mom told me straight up, she told me, yo, don't ever date a woman with kids.
My mom told me the same thing.
Don't ever.
So his mother, who was a single mom, dated a man and let that man provide for her and the kids. Then she turns around and tells her own son that he was a simp for doing it, and told him never date a single mom. But this chick right here is talking about the reason that men don't want to date single moms is due to trauma. Yeah, okay.
Go get healed. Stop projecting your trauma on other women, other people, and do the right thing.
Wait. What was that last part she said again?
And do the right thing.
And do the right thing. In other words, date her with them kids by another man. Now, full disclosure, I am not telling men that you shouldn't date single moms. If that's what you want to do, that's your business. But what I am saying is, lady, didn't you get the memo? This shaming tactic doesn't work on us anymore. But nice try, though.
Why I gotta come to you? You the man. You the man. Why I gotta come to you and you the man?
Well, first off, we don't know how you're going to react when we do come to you. And secondly, some of you women are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Exhibit A.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, oh, girls don't shoot their shot. Yes, they do. If I look at you like this, like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this, that's me shooting my shot. Come say something. That was it?
My sentiments exactly, Lady J. We're just as dumbfounded as you are about this.
That's how some women shoot their shot?
Well, Lady J, some of them are more ridiculous than that one was. Check it out.
What I'm realizing is that women are a special kind of stupid.
Whoever said men love when women shoot their shot is a damn lie.
We do love when women shoot their shot, as long as it's done in a respectful and logical way.
Because I slid into some man's DMs and I let him know he was handsome. And I told him, like, you know, you're handsome and I might just let you take me to lunch. And he gonna leave me on red.
Which is exactly what he should have done. You're gonna go into a man's DMs that you find attractive to tell him that you might let him take you out. You might let him spend money on you. The nerve and the audacity.
It takes a very strong man to be with me. You have to know that there's millionaires, billionaires that want me.
And if that's true, we know what they want you for too.
That can pay for my time or book me somewhere.
Pay for your time? Book you somewhere? What?
There's people that can control my activities per se.
She means if the price is right.
By appealing to me in a way that I need them to appeal to me.
You mean if the price is right. We got it.
So for a man to date me, you have to be secure in knowing that I'm going to be with men that's richer than you, that buy me more things, that could do better things for me. But just know that I'm with you because I care about you, and none of that stuff matters.
None of that stuff matters when she's with you because she's with you. But she's going to leave you temporarily to go get the stuff anyway that she claims doesn't matter. Wow. And now, for today's winner of Women Are a Special Kind of Video Part 40.
What I'm realizing is that women are a special kind of stupid.
If I ever go out with a man and he does not pay for my friend, I will never speak to that man again.
So he's dating you, but he got to pay for you and your friends too. You're starting off wrong, but go on.
It was this one time, this guy that liked me invited me out with all of his friends. And I was like, okay, well, I'm with my friend. He's like, great, bring her. We all eat, we laugh, everybody orders, it's fine. My friend had to leave early because she had something to do.
Also known as getting food and drinks for free. Go on.
That was the original plan. So when she left and the bill came, his guy friends were like, your friend just ditches and leaves on the bill? I was like, there's like 7 guys here.
Which none of them invited her or you.
All got a prefix menu and unlimited drinks. The total was less than $100. Not that even the total mattered.
If the total didn't matter, then why did you bring it up? Well, the answer is the bill was $100, and she's trying to make it seem like it was such a small amount to split between 7 men that they should have just paid for it. That's why she brought it up.
I felt so uncomfortable. I looked at the guy that invited me, and I was like, hey, look, it's fine, I'll pay for it. He's like, no, don't worry about it. He's like, my friends, they don't know any better.
Yes, his friends did know better. They don't have to pay for your friend's tab. They didn't invite her.
But in my head, I got the ick.
If she's using that ick word, red flag.
Because you invited me and my friend, and your friends made that kind of remark. No, you didn't say it, but your friends did. And that's just an energy I cannot get behind. You cannot pay for my friend too. I don't feel comfortable dating you. It's a gentleman thing to do. If you can't do it, it's okay. Just don't say yes to my friend coming. Because splitting the bill and things like that, no thank you.
So here's the takeaway from this. She decided to tell the whole world that a gentleman invited her out. She asked him if her friend could come along, and he said yes. Her friend shows up, eats and drinks for free, and leaves. His friends, who did not invite her or the friend, let it be known that they were not going to pay for her friend. She gets upset because they refused to pay her friend's tab. But in the end, mind you, the guy that invited her paid the bill for her and her friend. So now she's never going to see the gentleman that paid the bill again because his friends wouldn't pay for her friend that they never invited in the first place. So to the young man that invited her to the get-together and paid the bill for both of them, look at God working in your favor. He removed an unrealistic expectation having woman from your life, and you didn't even have to ask. Won't he do it?
You see what I'm saying? The women keep revealing themselves over and over and over. And this is today's modern women. This is when women, they've been like this for the last 20, 30 years. This is the reason why men at this point are fed up. And, this is why,
At Aspen Dental, we've been making it easier to smile for over 25 years. Yeah, we made those.
Where you were living with a man and tell me it wasn't harder.
I'm tired. There's nothing wrong, and that's the point. And I am a good man. I do. And that's not the point. And I don't even know if this is worth it.
Get your passport and stop playing. They don't care about you. All they care about is how they feel.
I want to take care of myself because one day I will have to take care of my husband.
I was out by 9:25, so I was pushing the time that it took to get to church. I wanted to get some Starbucks.
But you came out late. Then you have the audacity to ask for Starbucks.
9 times out of 10 will always pick the more toxic dude over the guy that's healthy because healthy is boring.
These women are crazy.
Popular opinion, but that girl who was on here talking about she got a great husband, but she don't want to be married, I know where she coming from. Now, hear me out. As a person who has not lived with a man in a very long time and has gotten very, very comfortable being by myself, I feel like I would feel the same way if I had to move in with a man. Like, we all just seem to have forgotten how much more work it is to do when there's multiple people to do it for. Like, people is dragging this lady. Dragging her, and I get that part too, because she said he's a good man, but her feelings are valid. She just probably should have took it up with a therapist instead of the internet. Because think about it, when you first get with the man, y'all in that honeymoon stage, they had just got married, she loved it. I'm sure she didn't mind doing his laundry. She didn't mind picking up his dirty clothes that he left by the door of the bathroom. She didn't mind making his lunch. She didn't mind cooking dinner. She didn't mind cleaning up after him. She didn't mind all these things because it was new and it was like, I'm loving on my man. I'm giving him blah, blah, blah. But after a while, that becomes a job. Even just having to consider someone else's feelings or thoughts on the things that you do is really trying. Because it's like, I've never had to consistently about somebody else's thoughts on something I already know I want to do or don't want to do. And that's what she meant when she was like, you gotta consider somebody every freaking day. And that's true. Like, she gotta consider somebody when she get up in the morning and make breakfast. Like, she can't just get up and be like, I'm gonna make what I want. She gotta ask this man what he want too. And I know it sounds simple, but it adds up. And for all the women, I want y'all to really sit and think about your life without a man in your house. And then think of a time, if you're not living with a man right now, think of a time where you were living with a man and tell me it wasn't harder. Just a tad bit, like, not even gotta be miserable, but a tad bit harder.
This is bad. It really is bad, you know. When you hear things like this, you understand why guys say all the time, get your passports. It's not that women are perfect outside of the West. It's just better, right? So you truly have to understand where men are coming from. Like, that's why I reached back out myself. I was out here in the Philippines, not talking about anything. What do I mean? I had nothing to say about what women were doing. And I'm talking about guys. This was back in the start of when the red pill and the manosphere was heavy on YouTube. I just showed a video about that yesterday. When did that happen? 2016? All the way up until around 2019? I had no worries. I was already situated. My brain was already stable. But I had to reach back out for you guys. Why? Because this is happening. Take a look at the comments. Marriage is just adding on to women's responsibilities. Everyone tells us to fight, to communicate, etc., while telling the men the opposite. It's not worth it. This is what she said, the same lady. It can be a lot, especially when you had a different expectation. She really meant expectation or had different expectations. Like, look, what you ladies have to understand, what you're complaining about, there's tons of women out there willing to do. I know it sounds crazy, but guys know that now. That's why guys are sowing their oats and leaving.
I'm tired of it, and I don't know what else to do, because this is like imagine living a fairy tale, and it's nothing like you imagine it. You're living your literal fairy tale, and it's not what you want. It's not what you want.
The only thing men really need to learn is that you will never be able to make a woman happy. You just can't. If you last too long, then that's too much, but if you last too little, then that's too little.
Even if you think that you want it, even if it's exactly what you dreamed of. Is marriage even worth it? It's not. It's not. At some point, you're gonna realize that it's always best to just be alone. Because I've been married for about 7 years, and I don't even know if this is worth it.
You could plan the perfect date, but if you didn't spend enough, then it's still not good enough. But if you don't plan a date, then you're a loser that puts in no effort.
Like, and not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong. There's nothing wrong, and that's the point. Like, I don't even know why I'm upset. I'm just, like, not thinking that I made the right decision. Like, and I am a good man. I do. And that's not the point. The point is, it's like, you really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality.
Are you dealing with the after effects of medical
Now you see what we talk about. The women just keep revealing who they really are. So after they do that, you knew that when you was going into a relationship. It's called relationship. That's basically what it is. You got to give your time and attention. That's what your mama did. That's what your grandma did. That's what your grandaunts did. That's what they did. That's how they make marriages last for 30, 40, 50 years. I mean, that's part of life. That's why I said the women of today are not women of the past. They're not that strong mentally. They really do. They're so independent. But it takes, that's why men go to other places, because they see the men who are serious about being in a marriage relationship. Those women over in that country know that what their grandma, their moms who've been married for 25, 30 years know the secret of it, because it's the same principle that goes over there. And a lot of these women don't have it over here. It's the truth. They don't have it. So they sit up there and bitch and complain on this little stuff like this.
practice? You trusted your doctor. You followed their advice.
You lose your sense of peace. And this could be even to a good man. Like, you're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it. Like, at all. I've always had a dream of, like, getting out of my hometown, like, city, and moving on, like, moving forward. Like life is supposed to be experience. Like, we're supposed to be doing new things and traveling and all that, and I do all of them. But at some point, like, I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single.
You have the wrong aspect. Life is supposed to be traveling. You sound like a teenager. Seriously, you're married to a man. You said you do that. What's the problem? No kids, no job, with a perfect husband. I want a divorce. After she got over the wedding, the honeymoon stage, 2-3 years later, she goes, "Oh man, this is hard. I have to stay with the same guy forever. I have to clean up after him. I have to cook for him." Then real life comes and it gets hard. And guys are tired of going through that.
Single day of my life, like, always checking in with someone, always having to consider their feelings, it's always somebody else. You're never alone. Like, you never have a moment to yourself. You never can do that, and I don't know, like, I can't really barely deal with myself and my own emotions. Imagine somebody that you know for such a short amount of time, because you're never gonna know that man. Like, you think you do, and that's just not in a negative way. Like, it's still just, I don't know.
Run.
Why do you always work out? Why do you still take care or wanting to look sexy when your husband is a lot older? He's not gonna replace you. He will not replace you, he said. Well, sweetheart, I work out not because of my husband, not because of anyone else. I work out for myself. I want to be healthy. I want to take care of myself, because one day I will have to take care of my husband, and I want to be healthy enough to do that.
Inconsistent and predictable. It's why as women we think you're boring. As women in general we like chaos and drama and disruption of routine. That's what makes us feel alive. And because we want to do what we want to do. Structure holds us accountable and we don't want accountability. So we want to do what we want to do when we want to do it. And thrive on that instability. Because again, it makes us feel engaged and alive. Ergo, why we are attracted to bad boys. Because they're chaotic. And we think that's exciting. And it adds drama and passion to our lives.
We agree. Trying to create some sort of drama or create some turmoil, and here's why. If you create drama and turmoil, she's now arguing with you. Who do women argue with? Women argue with their boyfriends. Let that sink in. If she's willing to engage in argument with you, she's literally becoming more emotionally invested towards you. She's wanting to change how you think her. She's wanting to change your perception. That's a woman's whole strategy, is seeing if she can get you to bend and break and can only feel a relationship if there's tension and obstacles to overcome. When me and her don't talk to each other for 3 days now, I have a smile on my face. When me and her have an argument, I have a smile on my face. When me and her are upset that a different woman text messaged me, I have a smile on my face. Well, why would that be? Because I know that it's strengthening our bond and our relationship. There needs to be conflict and negative emotion for her to value the relationship.
Real talk.
Get your passport and stop playing. I don't understand what y'all not understanding. Get your passport. These women in America is not it. You know, I've been back in America for about, like a month now? And I'm seeing, no, this is not the spot, bro. You know what I mean? I'm about to, get another trip out to Europe. I'm going somewhere else, and then I'm probably going to go to Europe. Because this ain't it. These women will drain you of your happiness. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about you. All they care about is how they feel and what they want out of life. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. We all want certain things out of life. But what you want, your happiness, oftentimes is not even considered. You know what I mean? If I find a European woman, a woman from the Netherlands, Germany or something, I'm out of America.
This is the way.
Bro, ain't no way I'm staying here. Nah. I done already made my mind up. No way. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all passports, man. Once you see how people treat you in them other countries, you ain't never gonna be the same. I'm telling y'all. You know what I mean? These women out here, all they trying to do is impress their friends, get what they want, you know what I'm saying? Try to get money up out of dudes and all. I be seeing it, peeping game, what's going on? No. You know what I mean? No, Y'all wake up. It ain't y'all. It's the game of America. Get up out of here.
You could save thousands by refinancing your...
And I can conclude with that message. If you can go to another country, because you see what the women are saying. You see how the way some of these women respond. It's crazy, man. But you think that's something, so you figure out a woman, you know, she get her education, she has a good job, and she finally get the right man. And wait till you hear about this one.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. If anybody remembers the YSL trial, you remember there was a particular attorney that represented YSL. I believe his name was Woody, and that attorney was named Kayla Bumpus, right? And Kayla Bumpus has been an attorney since 2016, and basically she really got popular during this high-profile YSL RICO case, okay? Now, what also happened? Now, during this trial, while it was going on, Kayla is also known as, let me just say, a clout chaser, because she was also going live, revealing and talking with YSL Woody almost every day about the trial.
So when we were first introduced to Kayla Bumpus, my first impression of her is that I expect her to come out here and show out. I put her so high on a pedestal, and I still do to some degree. I was thinking she was going to put the stylish, intelligent, professional black girls that's in law on the map. As I watched the district attorney Love try to belittle Kayla Bumpus on the stand when she outed the judge for having this ex parte meeting with Woody. I was rooting for this woman, although she had said that she had known the defendants for quite a while. No big deal, right? They're from Atlanta. That makes sense. I wasn't expecting for her to be married to one of the defendants, but that's her prerogative. However, Kayla Bumpus, when she initially made her YouTube channel, I already knew what type of time it was. When she consistently went on live discussing the YSL trial in real time with Woody on YouTube, I was taken aback because I'm thinking this attorney knows better than to be having this man that's freshly off this trial talk about this case in full detail.
We also need to talk about something else. She then got married to Shannon Jackson, who is also known as SB, which is Shannon Bernard Jackson. He was one of the key defendants in this high-profile YSL RICO trial, alright? And what was he charged with? He had serious crimes like murder, racketeering, gang activity, all kind of involvement in the street gang, and he went to trial, and he got acquitted of nearly all the charges except one, which is firearm possession by a convicted felon. Now, he received a 10-year sentence for this, though most of it was converted to probation or time served. But what happened during this whole situation? As the previous clip alluded to, him and Kayla Bumpus became a couple. They didn't just become a couple, they got married. And now what we are seeing is Kayla Bumpus and her husband are now expecting a baby.
I can't, I'm telling you, these women in America need to really, really evaluate what a relationship is. Some of these women, they do not know. Today's women, some don't know what a relationship is. I mean, this is what we talk about. She picked, basically, AC would say she picked a Pookie. A lawyer. She's a lawyer. She went to school for 12 or something years, got a career in practicing law. The only man she managed to find is the guy that been doing some shady stuff. And this the kind of stuff we're talking about. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up. For you, excuse me. Now you see what we're talking about. I ain't gotta say a word. The content creators are showing you what kind of women we have out here. They showing you what kind of this the type of women we got in America, man. They're crazy. They are absolutely nuts. That's why the late 7 Cameo said that a lot of them need counseling, a lot of them need Jesus. There's two things they need: Jesus and Jesus assign a counselor, because these women are completely nuts. They do not need to. Some of these women do not, even if they have everything, they still think that they want toxicity, and that's normal in a relationship. Chaos. So the men practically have health problems from arguing with them and being all stressed out, and about to lose his mind trying to please her. Now you see why that's why some men prefer quiet and peace. If they can't get that, if they're gonna find a woman like that one guy said, maybe you can find over in another part of the world. Damn. Hopefully you don't come across that if you go to another part of the world. Because these women in America got some serious ass issues. They keep showing themselves time and time again. And they say that they self. This the type of, and the reason I can, because I count these kind of women. I have seen it. That's why I'm like, I ain't been on a date since about a decade. This is the reason why. These women are crazy, and they gotten even worse since I've been out there in the dating field. Anyway, yo, man, good luck if you find you a halfway decent woman that got some common sense in this United States of America. Brother, I salute you. If you find it, keep her. You ain't missing nothing. I don't care how beautiful, how sexy, how gorgeous. Once you get your woman, if your woman got halfway a lick of sense and a good personality, brother, you doing good. Because you see what's out here. I just showed you from these content creators. And there's plenty of women that are damaged. They look good on the outside. They may smell good on the outside. They may talk a good game. But when you go for the long haul, that's when everything come revealed. And, you know, even when she found a man, she got to find something to complain about. Because some of them never really mature out of their teenage girl stage. That's what it is. Anyway, all right, guys. Hope you like this video. Like and subscribe. Till next time, men, good luck on your endeavors. If you decide to stay single, stay single. If you don't, I ain't mad at you. You know, good luck with your endeavors overseas. Go get your woman, man. Take care.